Hello guys, welcome back to this house of fashion. Hope you have a wonderful day. Today's episode is going to be based on how to cut this lovely dress you're seeing on the screen. It's a top, so it has a straight skirt under it. So I'm making use of this lace fabric, and the lace is about 4 yards. So I'll be deducting the skirt first, then use the remaining fabric to cut out the top. So the first fold is going to be into 2 for the skirt, then into 4, leaving my zip allowance at the back. So let me do that for you now and show it to you. So I cut out about 1.5 yards for the skirt, and I folded it into 4 with my zip allowance here. You can see this is the zip allowance at the back. You can see the way I folded it. So the first thing is going to be the full length of the skirt, which I'll be making use of 45 inches. You can see the allowance I use at the zip line. The zip area is about 1.5 inches. It's not constant, it depends on how you want yours to be. So I'm taking it from here. I want to take the full length of the skirt like this. You can see, so here is the full length of the skirt with the seam allowance. So I'll be taking the waist measurement divided by 4. So any waist measurement you took in your client is divided by 4. So here is it. Then I'm going to add a seam allowance to it. I'm making use of about 2 inches of seam allowance. That also is not constant. You can make use of any inches of allowance of your choice. So I want to have a straight line at the waist area here. So I'm making use of my ruler like this. After that, I'm going to take the hip point. So I'll be making use of 9.5 inches of hip point. And here is it, 9.5 inches for the hip point. Then the hip measurement divided by 4. So with 2 inches of seam allowance, they'll connect it together to the waist. You can see. Then from there, you can slant it down to the full length, and you can as well come to this area and take away up to 2.5 inches if you don't want it to be too tight. Like my client doesn't want it to be too tight, so I took away 2.5 inches. Then I'm going to slant it up to the hip using my ruler. You can see. To the full length. So after cutting it out now, the next thing is to take the dart measurement. That is distance of the 2 busts, which I will make use of 4 inches here. It's folded into 2. By the time you open it, it will be 8 inches. Then I'll notch it this way. So we are done with the cutting of skirts. The next thing to cut out here is going to be the top. So here is the top. This has been folded into 4 with the zip allowance at the back. You can see the way I folded it out. Then the next thing here is to take the shoulder measurement of 8 inches, then a shoulder slant of 1 inch. So after the shoulder slant, I'm going to take the armhole measurement of 8 inches. Here is it. Then the bust measurement here is going to be my bust circumference divided by 4 with a seam allowance of 2 inches. Here is my 2 inches of allowance. You can see. Then I'm going to take the waist measurement of 16 inches. 16 inches from the waist. That is, the taper is after the shoulder slant again. 16 inches. Then I'll take 17 inches from the upper part there, from the center of both back and front, so that I'll have a straight line. No, I took 16 inches after the shoulder slant of 1 inch. Then I took 17 inches here at the upper part there, so that it will be on a straight line. So I want to have a straight line here too. So that is the waistline. So the waist circumference there by 4. Here is mine divided by 4. So with the seam allowance of 2 inches as well, I will now connect it together. I'm connecting the waist to the bust to the waist. Then from here, then this line of the bust as well. Then from here, I can now slant it down to the full length of the top. But before then, let me have a straight line from the bust line to the shoulder to bring out the armhole. So to bring out the shape of the armhole, if you are not making use of armhole core, you can use 2 inches here, then 2 inches here as well. Then now connect it like this. So this is going to give you the shape of the armhole. Then from here, you can slant it down to the full length. So you can make it as a free hand or ruler to make that slant down to the full length. But before then, let me take the wideness of the neckline to be 3.5 inches. Then the deepness for the back is going to be 2 inches. Then I'm going to connect it like this. So from that area, I'll connect it to the shoulder slant. After the wideness of the neck, I'm connecting it to the shoulder slant like this. Then I can now cut it out. So I want to take some inches down to 4 inches, so that from that area of 4 inches, I will now slant it to the full length of the top. So like this, I'm trying to cuff it to that inches of the side I took just now. Then I will now cut it out. You can see now. So you can see the way it is now. So this is how it's going to be. We are done with the cutting of the body. Then the next thing is to cut out the free neckline at the front. But before that, you must consider what you want to add to the free neckline. We are using this at the neckline, so I want to know this wideness first. So I'm taking it from here. This is about 4 inches, you can see. So I'm using this one. So that is what I'm going to deduct at the shoulder. So I'm deducting this, the measurement I took from the ATRJ. So I'm deducting it from the shoulder, so that by the time I stitch it back to the neckline, it's going to give me the whole neckline back. So like this. So it's from this point that I'm going to take the deepness of the neck. You can make use of any inches, depending on how deep you want your free neckline to be, but I'll be making use of these inches. Then I'm going to slant it to the shoulder. Then I can now chop it out, then cut it. So we are done with the cutting of the neckline now. This is what you're going to replace back. So the next thing to cut out here is going to be the sleeve. This is the sleeve, and I want to fold it into 4 places because it's for both sleeves, as you can see. So I can now take the length of the sleeve now. So here is the length of my sleeve. Then the next thing is to cut out the excess. After cutting out the excess, I can take the deepness of the armhole. So I will be making use of 4 inches here, just to draft out the upper part of your sleeve. So I came down with 4 inches, and I'll just sketch it like this. After that, but what I folded out is the wideness of the arm of my client, as in the wideness is not fitted at all. So when you take the wideness of your client's arm, you can as well add some inches to it to make it free. So now I'm going to cut it out. Like this. Then from here, like this. So you are done with the cutting of the sleeve. So I'm going to add the etiaje to the sleeve as well. And don't forget, we are adding etiaje to the down part of the skirt and the top as well. So here is the top and this is the skirt. So let me go and join all this together and show it to you. Welcome back. Here the finished work so far. Here is the skirt and this is the top. You can see I've added etiaje to the top, and at the neckline you can see how beautiful this turns out. You can see how it is. You can see, if you are watching me for the first time, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to my channel for more amazing tutorials. And for those people that have already subscribed, I really appreciate you guys for watching my video always. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.